I've got an opportunity here with the Subaru turbo model exhaust systems to show you a common overlooked area of how to improve the throttle response when the car comes onto boost. Now I just want to show you first the turbo on a factory standard Subaru. This is a TD04. You'll see this is the wastegate outlet, which opens and closes like that, and this is the turbine outlet from the back of the exhaust housing. So you've got main exhaust coming out there. When it comes on boost, the wastegate port opens and it dumps excess exhaust gases, which obviously lowers the boost. Now what often people don't realise is bolted onto that is that. So you can see there's this big flat plate where the wastegate port opens this way, and then the outlet for the turbo main exhaust impeller comes from there. Now of course when you've got your foot flat to the floor and it's on full boost, the wastegate obviously opens a lot to control boost, and you've got all these gases hitting this flange, going across at a 90-degree bend and then through another 90-degree bend and basically down the whole of the original factory exhaust. Now of course this is a big restriction, but what you really want is something like this. Now the big thing is this plate here projects into the back of the turbo here, because you can see there's a gap. Unfortunately, some products on the market have a flat plate with a pipe coming off here and a pipe coming off here, but of course all in here it's all one big open void. So the fact that it's got two pipes on the outside really is purely a design and marketing of no mechanical ability to improve the performance of the exhaust system. What you need to do is have a splitter plate that directs into the back of the turbo to keep the wastegate outlet and the turbo outlet separate, because the aim is to, when the wastegate comes on boost, you want the exhaust gases coming out of the wastegate to go through in the same direction as what the exhaust outlet is going, so the two flows of gas merge together in the same direction and then go down out through the exhaust. If you don't have this plate here, what happens is when it comes on boost, the exhaust gases come across the back of the turbo outlet and obviously form a high pressure zone, which causes a little bit of lag, because of course that's where all the gases are coming out of the mainstream of the exhaust outlet on the back of the turbine housing itself. But if it's going down that hole there, obviously you've got two effective areas for the two lots of gases to follow one direction and then merge correctly in a short path down here. Now it doesn't need to be a pipe on its own separately. Those exhaust systems with two separate pipes add no mechanical advantage at all. They just look good because effectively they don't have this splitter. It's just a flange with two pipes welded on the end, and you might as well have just one big collector together. The critical element here is also is this splitter varies in depth between here and here depending on which turbo it's being fitted to. The different model turbos off the different year model STIs and WRXs vary. So of course you want it accurately meeting in the back. If you get it too long, the flange won't bolt up and you have an exhaust leak. If it's too short, the flange won't project in far enough to keep the gases split from each other. So there you have it. That small modification in the design of a correctly fabricated exhaust system will be measurable to bring the car on boost just that little bit earlier, give you the type of throttle response that you want to enjoy when you're driving your Subaru turbo model car. Now just one last thing, remember, if it's a twin scroll turbo, then that's a completely different kettle of fish again. If it's an aftermarket turbo like some of the Garrett turbos and things like that, they already have a built-in splitter across the back here, which means you need to modify this plate, but you can take advantage of the design built into the casting of the turbo. So the bottom line is, take the time to investigate your exhaust system carefully, correctly compare apples for apples, and you'll end up with a good result, because just as like it might be shiny and polished and look fantastic on the outside, it's actually what's inside that counts. So there you have it. A good bit of information to help you understand more about your Subaru exhaust. For more technical information, you know where to watch it. Obviously you've seen a lot of our other videos, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Shoot us an email, give us a call. I'm Brett Middleton. Thanks for watching. Look forward to helping you again in the future with your Subaru or your turbo model Mazda or Mitsubishi.